friends, it's Michelle Green with Morristown TV Today. Now, normally this time of year, you probably see United Way posters popping up places around town, or you see big banners in front of businesses that say, I'm a pace setter company. Maybe not in those exact words, but close. But anyway, I'm so excited. Today with me is Mr. Gary Matthews. He's the Executive Director at the United Way of Hamlin County. And we're going to be talking about some things happening this year with the campaign. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly like it was last year and the year before and the 60-plus years prior to that. But we're going to talk about something in particular coming up in September. I'm really stoked about this, United Way Day in Morristown. This is fantastic. Gary, and I know, especially this time, you are so wiped out with so many things you're doing. Thank you for penciling us in today. So
it's my pleasure, and thank you for inviting me to come.
Well, I'm tickled to death to be able to do it. So let's go ahead and let's jump on board about United Way Day. Let's talk about when, who, what, when, where, and why.
United Way Day is September the 15th.
Mark your calendars.
September 15th. We normally have a kickoff breakfast. For 65 years, this community's had a kickoff breakfast. And this year, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
So we are going to have a kickoff luncheon that we're having to scale back, not have as many folks. But it's still going to be a very important event, and we're going to try to make it a full day of events instead of just one breakfast like we've normally done. So we've got a lot of different things planned. We're hoping to have some of our businesses support United Way on their marquees. We're hoping to, of course, have a luncheon at Rose Center at noon. And then that afternoon, we're hoping to even, if possible, go out to some of our United Way agencies and maybe just do some volunteering, maybe read to the kids at the Child Care Center, or serve snacks to Boys and Girls Club, or just whatever needs to be done. We would like to do that on that day.
To make it a United Way Day in Morristown. And, you know, I think you hit the nail on the head talking about how important it still is to do this because, you know, even though all these places are closing down and things are slowing down, that doesn't slow down the need for these agencies. No. And that certainly doesn't slow down the need for us to be able to do fundraisers for these agencies. Speaking of these agencies, I know, because I volunteer with the United Way, I know that there are 20 different agencies which are umbrellaed under the United Way. So how about if we, in case somebody, I don't know, just maybe crawled out from under a rock and they're not familiar with the United Way, let's briefly talk about those agencies. Just name the agencies instead of, you know, giving specifics. Name the agencies and then talk about how you pick these, or not so much that you pick these agencies, how they become a United Way agency.
Okay. Well, from A to Z, we've got... No, I won't do that. But anyway, just some off the top of my head. Of course, Boys and Girls Club, Girls Inc., Central Services. We've got several that we've had for 65 years. The Rescue Squad, Red Cross, Boy Scouts, Kingswood Home for Children. We've had them for 65 years. So it's agencies that folks here in our community are very familiar with, that do so much for our community, that have a special niche. We really try to make a big deal that we don't want any duplication of services. We want agencies that have their own niche in our community. And so with the earliest at the Morristown Hamlin Child Care, all the way to the oldest at the Senior Citizen Center. So we've got everything covered in between. And so our theme this year, United Way Today More Than Ever. And so just what's going on in our world, in our community, it is so, I think, just the exact theme that we needed this year.
Very appropriate.
You ask how an agency becomes a United Way agency. It's a process. They have to be in existence for a couple of years. They have to have a board of directors that meet regularly. They have to have an audit every year. They have to be registered with the state as far as solicitation goes. And so there's criteria that they have to meet. And so we're very stringent on that criteria, and we expect our agencies to meet these, and not just when they're first asking to be an agency, but throughout while they're an agency. So But we've got 20 really good agencies. And
well, if I may, I know some of those that you mentioned, and you talked about a lot of people know these. I think there's a lot of United Way agencies that people may not realize are United Way agencies. The Rescue Squad, people may not be aware of that.
Right.
Rose Center, Stepping Out, some of
Right.
those. So yeah, I think it's, and again, I'm with you. I can't stress enough how important it is that
Right.
people donate to these agencies. And again, because it helps a whole gamut
Right.
of people that live and work right here in Hamilton County.
And right now, our agencies are being stretched, and because there are so many needs because of this coronavirus. And we really, now more than ever, need to support our agencies. I know Central Service in particular, they are having, they're providing services that I think just like in a 3-month time period were even more than all of last year. As far as providing utility assistance. And then as far as their food pantry goes, normally they have maybe 20 to 30 folks a day needing food. They're averaging 97 families a day. And so our agencies are being really stretched. And, you know, when you have more needs, you've got to have more money to meet those needs. And so that's where United Way comes in.
Well, and I think a lot of people too, you know, you like to donate, you like to help somebody, but I think one of the key statements that I have ever heard associated with United Way, it's the best way to help the most people. Whoever came up with that, they were quite brilliant. Was it you?
No, it was not me. No. We have it outside our office, but no, I did not come up with that. It is a great slogan, and it is the best way to help the most people. It really is.
Well, I know if you are interested in about the United Way, and if maybe you work at an organization or a business that, you know, we don't actually come in and do presentations and such, you can still donate. You can go to the United Way website, drop by the office. I'm sure there'll be more, Gary or Glenna, they'll be more than glad to help you and talk to you what you need to do about donating. And mark your calendars, September the 15th, United Way Day, right here in Morristown.
That's correct.
Gary, thank you so much. I know you got a busy schedule this afternoon, so again, I appreciate you coming in and talking to me and our Morristown TV Today friends and family.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you for tuning in. You know, you always find out about cool things happening in your community right here on Channel 7. We'll see you next time.